So, welcome to Be Kind Entertainment. We are featuring kind Canadians. And this week, we have an internationally best-selling author of 4 novels. I've got 2 of them right here. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's a teacher, she's an author, and she's my cousin-in-law. Welcome to Marissa Stapley. Are we really cousin-in-laws? Is that such a thing?
I believe it's a thing. If it's not a thing, it's a thing now. We made it a thing.
It's a thing. So, our husbands are cousins. So, I think we'd be sister-in-laws or once removed or sister wives, one of any of
We
those.
can say whatever we want. Sister wives
Excellent.
maybe a bit like a bridge too far.
That's a little too far.
No.
Well, I'm happy to be related to you anyways. So, congratulations on Lucky. How exciting. And if that wasn't exciting enough, you got option for TV. So, I have to ask, do you believe in luck?
No, I really don't. I don't believe in it. And frankly, this hasn't
Oh,
been the best year for anyone. And I've had a tough year in some ways, as you know, having lost my mom. And I felt that that was very unlucky what happened to her. And it bugs me.
right.
Um, but what I do believe in and what my mom taught me is in hard work. So I believe you can make your own luck. And that is what I do, and that's what I really encourage other people to do and my kids to do, because luck is great, and it would be amazing if things just fell into our laps. But I really believe in the power of hustling.
Hustling. And they say
Uh,
luck is when opportunity and preparedness collide. Is that what they
yeah,
say?
yeah, yes, yeah,
That and when the stars align, something like
yes,
that, right? You got to make it more magical so it sounds
yeah.
lovely. So in addition to all this wonderfulness, I see you everywhere. I turn on the TV, you're on every show, morning show, and you're talking about it. It's so exciting. I'm so excited to see you because we've known each other for such a long time, and it's lovely just to see all the success for you. And then I think you give so much back too. You're mentoring, you're doing so much charity work, and you're giving back, being the person that people needed when you were young, when you were starting out. Tell me about that.
Well, I think it comes back to family again, and what my mom taught me, the way my dad is, the kind of example that the people who mean the most to me in my life set for me, which is basically just to give what you can. And every single day, I think, okay, but how can I make a positive difference in the world?
Mhm.
It's all fine and good that I'm doing well, and you see me everywhere, and my books are doing well. But I find success is really meaningless if you're not helping others and you're not actually trying to actively make the world a better place. So I tried to do that all the time. And I think, especially in the industry I'm in, publishing is a tough industry. And a
Mm.
lot of writers, it's not only tough to get into, which is where, when I'm, trying to mentor like on an informal level, some of my students when they need it, just to understand how hard you have to work at writing. And there is no such thing as luck. You have to work hard, but also you do need someone to talk to. You do need someone to just confide in and say, this is exhausting. Will this ever happen for me? And then friends, author friends, and people I meet who are just working so hard, and maybe it's not all coming together, and they just need someone to talk to. And it's really important to me to be that. And it's been important even on my worst days and toughest days. And we've all had a lot of them
Right.
over the past year or so. I find it always helps. Like it always helps to help others. And helping other people has also helped me get out of some dark times in my life. So when I was in university, I went through a period of depression. The way I got out of it is I started volunteering for Covenant House, and working with homeless youth. And that really changed everything for me. And I haven't looked back since then. So that's where it comes from.
And I guess when people hear about your successes, they think it's, you did it once and there was no obstacles, there's no challenges, but indeed there was quite a few.
Yeah. Yeah. There, there, and
I
I don't know
remember.
anyone really. I don't think I know anyone in publishing or a creative person in general who's making a living doing in the creative field of any kind who everything just came easily to them. It does take a tremendous amount of hard work and faith and perseverance, and that can get really tiring. So and you need to keep getting out of your own head, right? Like if you stay in your own head, in your own office,
Yeah.
in your own books, in your own stories, it's not the best place to be all the time. So getting out there, and that, I think it's challenging with the pandemic there were certain things that I want to be able to do that I can't do in person. But at the
Right.
same time, there are opportunities to connect with people online and be there for people who maybe wouldn't have had the courage to reach out in
Mm.
person, and now have opportunities to do it differently.
And when people were giving you advice, what's the best advice that you pay forward to the kids, to the authors that you mentor?
So the best advice that I give to the kids, and actually my kids are very different, and one of them is really good at this, and one of them is still a work in progress. But is just to do the thing. Don't procrastinate. Like if
Right.
there's something that you need to do, get that thing done first. And there is, like I said, I don't really believe in luck. I believe in the power of hard work. If there's something that you have to get done and you're dreading it and you do it, it feels so good and it becomes a habit. So it's a real habit of mine to just not put things off, not procrastinate. Get up, like this morning, I have something I need to do. I have to get up every morning at 5 for the next 20 weekday mornings in order to get that
Wow.
done. And I'm going to do that because then it will be done
And
and
it's
my life
off
will
your
be better. It'll be off my plate. And if I don't do it, and so today I'm so like it's 2:20 and I'm like, okay, I'm
it's just
really
hanging over you, right?
tired. I'm done. I did it. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. It's tiring, but I feel really good. Like about 10 o'clock this morning, I had written 2,000 words, worked out, had a business call.
Wow.
I was like, I could go to bed right now and just call it. Like
And you would have had a good day, a really full
I would
day.
have had a good day. So I try to teach my kid that, and I try to teach my kids and other people that too, because you make a lot of excuses, right?
Right.
It's easy to do, and
It's too hard. You can do hard things. Do them.
yes,
And I
to just do the thing. Yeah, do the thing.
do the
And
thing, and
how
then
you
it's yes, I always say that if you ask and it couldn't happen, just try at the very least. So what
try.
else have
Yeah.
you found interesting when you're mentoring these kids? Because I
Mhm.
think it's a different generation, a different, I guess, TikTok world where everything is fast and instant. You just have a million followers out of nowhere, where some
Mhm.
people, build it brick by brick, year after year, and put in the time. What do you tell them when they're like they think they should be published tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I tell them that it takes a lot of hard work, and I tell them that it's not probably going to go. I mean, it's hard because you don't want to break anyone's spirit, but I'm just like, look, I can guarantee this is not going to go the way you think it's going to go, and that's okay. Like that's
Right.
just but you've got to be prepared for that. And I didn't want to hear it either when I was starting out.
Mm.
So I think the kind of advice I give is something that like 10 years down the road, people will be like, I'm glad I heard that, but
I
I didn't want to
remember.
hear it, but I now remember.
Mm.
And it's just, but you have to be careful because I don't want to say, look, this is going to be hard and you're in for it. But I do think it's just so important to understand that there is hard work involved, and it
Right.
is it's not magic that you create by working hard. So
Right. And if you're not this is not your vocation, this isn't your spark, you're not going to stick with it, right? This is just something you have to do. You had to write. There was no other option for you, right? You had a great job before, and this was just your calling. So I think people that enjoy what they do and it's their spark, they just keep going regardless, because
yeah.
that's what they love. There's the moment, that spark where you get excited. And then you
Mhm.
name a drink after your book, right?
That's right. That's right.
I
And then
love that.
you can
I
enjoy
was thinking
after the
about
hard
that
work.
too. What was
Yes,
your
it's a
first
very good
drink?
drink. Pardon?
What was your first drink?
First, oh, Things to Do
What
in
was our
Training.
first
That's
drink?
right.
Yes.
That was a I remember that one.
That was
Yes.
a vodka one.
And it was a pink color too, right? I think it was the same color, but I really like this one because it's bubbly and it has gin in it, which I've taken a liking to. A little
And
stronger.
these long days, sometimes you just need a little tipple, right? Just to get through
Yeah.
the day. Well, thank you so much for being the person that people needed when they were young and starting out. We appreciate it. And thank you for putting out these great stories. It
Thank you.
entertains us on these long, long days. So this is where
Thank
entertainment and charity meet.